Well, they did mess it up. Oh, you got it's all good. Not your fault.
All right, good morning, welcome to Moorhead. Today's game features the visiting and at center for the Wildcats, number 1, Moorhead. It is one of the original Wildcats, and coached today by Derek Porter and Gus Thunder. And now please welcome to goal from Duluth, number 1, Sam Bradenberg. At defense, number 16, Nick Kaliszewski. And number 4, Henrik Mills. At wing, number 3, Isaac McCary. And number 15, Aaron Shepley. And at center the Hounds, number 14, Warmups. These one of the Western Rails are coached today by Dylan Erickson and Will Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 years ago, Patrick Stewart passed away at this very tournament at the Blue Box in Raider. Today, we would like to have a moment of silence to recognize his loss and the game that he loved. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you're ready. We order caps, face the flag as we honor America with our Star Spangled Banner.
Good morning and welcome to Moorhead, Minnesota. We're at the Cullen Hockey Center for the Battle for the Blue Ox tournament. The Eagan Wildcats Bantam AA team is taking on the Duluth East Greyhounds in the opening game of the Blue Ox tournament. Starting for Eagan, we've got Christopher Sahovic in goal, Eilertson and Breck on defense. Thonvold, Becker, and Turvold are your starting forwards. Puck down, Eagan controls off the draw. Wesley Kreck moves it up into the neutral zone, cross ice pass to Luke Becker, who fires it into the zone. Turvold first on it, sends it out front to Thonvold. Puck redirected into the corner. Played up the half wall to Duluth East. And back out to Eilertson in the neutral zone, who plays it across ice to Turvold, who sends it in. Greyhound's able to chip it out. Egan's going to regroup again. Here's Dylan on the ice. Thonvold chips it in. Here's Thonvold. Puck played off the referee's skate. And puck was sent up and into the Duluth East Greyhound bench, so we'll get a line change here. Face-off will be in the Wildcat offensive zone to the left of the Greyhound goalie. Here's Kate Steinke taking the draw with Hudson Schmidt and Logan Umland as his wingers. Mason Dillon and Ben Gannon are your defenders. Here's Schmidt, puck in the corner, sends it out to Gannon, who shoots, puck, shot on goal. Logan Umlin was able to redirect that onto the net. Schmidt battling. Greyhounds breakout attempt. Hey, what's happening? Good to see you. Hey, man, good luck. How'd you guys do? How'd you guys do?
We won 8-0.
Awesome.
What was the final score? 8?
Nice. Good job. Stanky plays it behind the net to Eilertson, who sends it up to Schmidt, looking for Umlin. Stanky's pass intercepted at the blue line. Shot on goal, saves Zahovic. Craig fends off a forechecker. Goes D to Eilertson, who sends it up to Umlin, who chips it out into neutral, looking for a line change. Greyhounds back in. Shot. Saves Zahovic. We've got Priest with St. Clair and Eddie. Priest wins the draw over to Kreck. Priest collects, moves it behind the net. Here's Kreck fighting off a Duluth East forechecker. Priest into support. He takes a check but makes a nice pass to Kreck, who surveys, sends it around to Eddie. And here's Priest out to St. Clair. Nice breakout. Turned back around by the Greyhounds. Here's Eilertson. Makes the move on an East defender. Up to Kreck. Into the skates of St. Clair. And back into the Eagan zone. Zahovic plays for Eilertson, who finds St. Clair just out of his reach. And we'll have an icing. We'll bring it back down into the Eagan Wildcat zone. So we'll have Turvold between Becker, Thonvold, Mason Dillon, and Ben Gannon are your defenders. Turvold thrown out of the face-off circle. Thonvold to take the draw. He wins it back into the corner for Dillon. Becker plays it up and out. Here's Dillon. He's got Turvold with him. Finds Turvold, but it's in his skates. Here's Gannon. He's going to regroup. Plays it off the boards to Becker, who finds Turvold, who fans on a pass. But Thonvold's able to send it in deep. Here's Gannon. Turvold at the line, gets a shot in. Redirected into the corner. Thonvold first on the puck. Dillon pinches. Holds his own momentarily, but the puck is eventually directed out into the neutral zone where Ben Gannon's got it. He sends it up to Dillon, who finds Becker, who gloves it down. Here's Turvold out front. Shot! Turvold missed the net. Shot high, back to him. Shot, rebound. There it is. We've got an Eagan goal. So on a bit of a flurry there between Becker, Thonvold, and Turvold. Here's Turvold out front. Shot. Turvold missed the net. Shot high, back to him. Shot, rebound. There it is. We've got an Eagan goal. So on a bit of a flurry there between Becker, Thonvold. All right, puck down. Eagan controls back to Kreck, who plays it high off the glass to Thonvold. So Turvold from Thonvold. Face off the neutral zone here. Turvold plays with Thonvold. A little miscommunication between he and Kreck. We've got a 2-on-1 into the zone. played over, shot, save, Sahovic. He's still battling out front. Becker able to clear, sends it up to Thonhold, who still possesses into the east zone, finds Turvold. Off his stick to Eilertson, shot, high, held by Crack, but East able to exit the zone. Wide angle shot, it's somewhere in Sahovic's gear. So a little back and forth hockey there, and we're going to end up with a face-off to the left of Sahovic. Fresh skaters out for Eagan and Duluth East. Steinke to take the draw with Umland and Schmidt, Gannon, and Dillon are your defenders. Eagan controls the draw. Here's Dillon. Got a 3-on-2 out of the zone. He was looking at Umland, but he was caught by a back checker at the very last second. Puck sent in offsides. Steinke wins it back to Gannon. Wildcats it on the forecheck. He strings it around, got past Gannon, out and all the way down. The referee indicated that puck was touched at the line, so it's no icing. Schmidt lays a hit, turns the puck over, chips it out, looking for Umland. But that pass is intercepted by the glove hand of a East defender who sends it back in. Another cross-ice pass intercepted here by East. Here's Eilertson doing a nice job to buy some time, sends it up, looking for Schmidt, couldn't find him. It's played into Crack, who finds Eilertson, off the boards to Umland. Eilertson to Crack, back to Eilertson. Nice D-to-D play there. Carter still got it. Carter cuts in, makes a move. Puck played out to line where Schmidt holds, allowing Schmidt and Umland to get a line change. Priest in on the forecheck. He'll be joined in a moment by Eddie and St. Clair. Priest made a nice play behind the net to collect that puck and send it out front, but just wasn't able to be corralled by Eddie. Here's Priest again. He's in on a 1-on-3. He sends it across the slot. And here's East again with some space. Nice defensive play by Crack. Good back check by Priest. Gannon turns it up to Eddie. Here's St. Clair. Here's Crack. He's got St. Clair. East has some speed here to the neutral zone. Here's number 9 shot. Nice job by Ben Gannon to make a play on that Duluth East forward as he was taking the shot. So good start here for the Wildcats. Again, a 1-0 lead with 7:38 remaining in the first period. Turvold, Thonvold, and Becker. East controlled that puck. They'll chip through the center and just missed the net, but Eagan able to clear. That puck was fired directly into the ceiling, so we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. Turvold wins the draw back to Dillon. He fires it in. East looking to chip it out past the Wildcat defenders, but it's held at the line. Here's Becker. He sends it in the slot to Dillon, who shoots. Puck was deflected wide. Breakout play into neutral zone, intercepted by Dillon, who plays to Gannon. We looked to go cross ice to Turvold, but that was intercepted. Dillon cancels out that 3-on-2 opportunity for East. Puck played back to Dylan. He shoots high, but that's going to allow one of the three forwards to get a change. Stonvold Becker still out. Turvold replaced by Steinke, who makes a nice play on a back check. Eilertson able to send that out. Not going to make it all the way down for icing. Ooh, it did make it all the way down for icing. Much to the disappointment of the Wildcat fans, that looked like this first period dirty ice was going to slow it down enough, but the referee elected that it was indeed an icing, so we'll bring it back down into the Wildcat defensive end here. Steinke, Schmidt, Umland, Kreck, and Eilertson on the ice for the Wildcats. East wins the draw. They go D to D and then back into the slot. Broken up by Steinke, who's able to clear the zone. Kreck to Eilertson, who buys time nicely behind the Eagan net. Another reverse. Eilertson finds Umland, who sends back to Eilertson. Kreck carries into the Eagan offensive zone. Umland holds at the line, but East chips it out. Here's Schmidt. Umland chips ahead. Steinke giving chase. D to D play there by Duluth East. They find their weak side winger. And then the center through the middle of the zone here. Got a 1-on-3 as East changes lines. Shot deflected into the netting. So we'll have a face-off inside of the Wildcat zone. With 5 minutes remaining in the first period, Eagan Wildcats have a 1-goal lead. Priest takes the draw between St. Clair and Eddy. Controlled by the Wildcats. Here's Mason Dillon chipping it out. Funny bounce off the glass. St. Clair battling on the wall, able to get it out to Priest, who looks for Eddy. We got a 1-on-1. Eddy with a nice physical play to stop the flow out of the zone for the Greyhounds. Dillon leaves it for Gannon, who sends it not quite out of the zone, held up the line. Nice play by Gannon. Chips it into a shin pad of an East player, but it's held at the line by Priest. Oh, D-to-D play broken up by the skate of Arthur Eddy that almost deflected off of his skate and ended up in the back of the net. All right, puck shipped in. A little miscommunication between Eilertson and Sahovic. Turvold plays to Eilertson, who sends it up to that puck was deflected. That should not be an icing. Eddy's first in on it. He's supported by Turvold. St. Clair changes. Stonvold on the ice. Here's East again. This number 9 has had some good rushes. Eilertson cancels out that rush. Kreck reverses behind the net to Stonvold, who looked to hit Becker, who had just jumped on the ice from the line change. But that pass was deflected in the neutral zone and sent back in by East. Kreck behind the net. Finds Becker. Nice breakout pass to Turvold. He finds Stonvold. Turvold and Stonvold kind of ran into each other as they crossed into the offensive zone, and East was able to pick up the puck. Here's 9 again with speed. Shot. Glove save Sahovic. Well, for the most part, Eagan's done a nice job of keeping shots to the outside. That one handled easily by Christopher Sahovic. So the face-off's going to come to his left in the Eagan Wildcat zone. Steinke, Schmidt, Humlin are your forwards. Gannon and Dillon on defense. Puck controlled initially by Duluth East, but pass intercepted by Schmidt, who on a nice hustle play from Hudson Schmidt. He's able to draw a penalty. He would have gotten loose if they wouldn't have impeded his progress. Puck controlled initially by Duluth East, but pass intercepted by Schmidt, who So we'll have Turvold, Becker, Schmidt, Eilertson, and Thonvold out on the first power play opportunity for the Wildcats. We got a battle in the face-off dot. Becker wins that. Back to Thonvold, who shoots. Rebound into the corner. Got a 2-on-1 developing here. Diving play by Turvold to break that up. Good back check by Turvold. Backhand shot turned away by Sahovic. Eilertson cleans up the rebound and looks to carry out of the zone. He sends it up to Becker, who is being defended by an East player. So Wildcats turn it back over here. Thonvold. He finds Schmidt. Goes cross ice to Turvold. He's looking. He went back to Schmidt, who just missed. Schmidt just missed that pass from Turvold across the slot. And the puck was deflected up into the netting. So we'll have a face-off inside the zone. Same power play group out for the Wildcats. Turvold, Thonvold, Becker, Eilertson, and Schmidt. Here's Thonvold on the half wall. He finds Eilertson. Thonvold over to Turvold. Here's Eilertson. Back to Thonvold. That puck had some heat on it. Oh, one-time opportunity from Becker to Schmidt. Nice play. Luke Becker made a nice read behind the net, saw Hudson Schmidt open in the slot, found him. But the Duluth East goaltender was up to the task on that one. Another offensive zone power play face-off here with 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Here's Thonvold. Finds Schmidt. Shot just high. Thonvold again. Wildcats having a little more possession time here. Able to get some decent looks. Here's Turvold. Shoots. Glove save by the Greyhound goalie, who's been tested a few times here in this power play. So Eagan was able to generate some chances on the power play. Some good offensive zone time. So Steinke, Umland, Priest, Kreck, and Gannon are out here for the remaining 28 seconds of the power play. Here's Kreck. He finds Umland. Gannon to Priest. He's looking for Kreck and finds him. Shot! Rebound! Oh, and another great opportunity here for the Wildcats. A good shot and a rebound opportunity from Steinke, but once again, the Greyhound goaltender makes a big save. With 44 seconds left in the period and 15 seconds left on the penalty, the Wildcats have a couple more moments here of 5-on-4 play. Here's Priest along the half wall. Sends it to Kreck, who had unknowingly exited the zone. So that's it for the Duluth East penalty. 5-on-5 hockey for the last 20 seconds of the first period. Here comes East to the neutral zone. They chip it in off the stick of Gannon. Wesley Kreck controls. Here's Gannon, sends it up the half wall. Shot from the point, deflected. Right into the waiting arms of a Duluth East forward who buries it for the tying goal. So with just 7 seconds left in the first period, Wesley Kreck controls. Here's Gannon, sends it up the half wall. shot from the point, deflected right into the waiting arms of a Duluth East forward who buries it for All right, and we're back for second period action. Eagan Bantam BAA taking on the Greyhounds from Duluth East. We've got a 1-1 game in this opening match of the Moorhead Battle for the Blue Ox tournament. Turvold, Becker, Thonvold with Eilertson and Kreck. East controls off the face-off. They enter the zone. Here's Eilertson. Up to Thonvold. Nice chip play there by Carter. He finds Becker going wide, who chips it. Turvold there to clean up the trash, but is beat to the puck by a Greyhound defender. Eilertson again. Nice breakout play. He finds Becker, chipped off his stick, but that's going to go for an icing on this fast, recently resurfaced ice. You may notice that Wildcat forward Sebastian Schumann is not on the ice. He's on the bench. Sebastian broke his arm in our last game, so we're obviously best wishes to Seabass, his recovery. We miss him on the team, obviously, and but it sounds like he'll be back rejoining the team in a month or so. So that face off in the Eagan zone, won by East. They got a shot on goal, easily gloved down by Sahovic, so we're going to face it off again here. Puck sent to the half wall. Turvold picks up behind the net. He finds Thonvold, who hit Turvold with a pass, who chips it up to Becker, who gets it out. That's going to be offsides on Duluth East, unfortunately, as Eagan had momentum moving through the neutral zone. So we'll change lines here with 14 minutes remaining in the second period. Steinke, Schmidt, Umland with Dillon and Gannon. East regrouping in their own end. Schmidt in on the forecheck. He disrupts the play momentarily. Gannon chips it back in. Schmidt in the slot. He's got on his backhand. He fires, save. Schmidt still got it. He finds Gannon, who shoots. Traffic out front by Umland. Redirected wide. Puck exits the zone and then goes right back in, so we'll have another face-off outside of the Greyhound zone. Good start to the shift here by Steinke, Schmidt, Umland. They're now joined by Kreck and Eilertson. Steinke and Umland win that draw back to Eilertson, who goes DDD to Kreck. Pounded in by Cade. Puck lost in the skates of the referee. Umland there battling. Umland comes out with it. He gets it to Kreck, who shoots. Puck deflected by a shin pad. Eilertson sends it back in behind the net. He's trying to sneak a guy behind Eilertson. He noticed it, but it's still unsure of where the puck is. So an odd man rush developed for the Greyhounds into the Wildcat zone. Kind of a funny play where a defender pitched it up over the head of Eilertson. He couldn't find it. And in the process, Duluth East forward was joined by one of his teammates, and the puck was sent out to him in the slot, and he shot it. But Sahovic made the save. So another face-off here coming in the Wildcat defensive zone. Referee tending to the net that was knocked off its pegs here. So here's Steinke again on a draw. He wins it back to Eilertson, who chipped it up to Schmidt, who does well to get it out of the zone. Duluth East defender moves to the neutral zone near the offensive zone, centers the puck, deflected out front, and back into the corner where East controlled momentarily, then to Crack, and then back to East. Now to Steinke, who looks to Schmidt, who gloves it down. East on the weak side breakout, finds that defender that just broke him out. Puck slid off his stick, so he fanned on that shot. Here's Dylan, moving it to Schmidt. Eilertson reverses. The East forecheckers have not yet been able to lay a stick on Carter Eilertson today, as he's broken out another Eagan wave. Dumped back in as after a turnover in the neutral zone. Here's Mason Dillon. He's got a bit of time. There goes Schmidt. Oh, that puck was just defended, or just deflected by a diving Duluth East Greyhound forward. Otherwise, Hudson Schmidt might have been in alone. Turned over behind the net. Here's St. Clair, who directed a pass out front, but out of the reach of his forward. Nice rush by that number 9 Duluth East forward, who beat his defender, but it saved by Sahovic stopped that play. Looks like we've got a slashing penalty. Directed a pass out front, but out of the reach of his forward. Nice rush by that number 9 Duluth East forward, who beat his defender, but it saved by Sahovic stopped that play. Looks like we've got a slashing power play for the Wildcats. The last power play generated a few shots, but no goals. Turvold wins the draw back to Eilertson, who sends it up front, tipped up into the netting behind the net. So Turvold, Schmidt, Becker, Eilertson, Thonvold out on this Wildcat power play. East controls off the draw and dumped in. That should be an ice, but they wave it off for some reason. Turvold gets it first. He sends it back to Thonvold. Puck bounces out front of the net. All right, Eagan finally gains control and turns it back over again. All right, here's Becker. See if we can get his own entry here. We're going to need somebody on this puck. Schmidt's on it. Turvold supporting, but again, they lose out to 2 East defenders who clear the zone. Eilertson back. Chips to Turvold, but that's defended by a East player. Hudson Schmidt makes a nice play over to Eilertson, who sends to Becker, but it was out of his reach. So Wildcats just looking to gain possession on this power play at this point. Thonvold along the wall, might have it. He does. Now it's to Schmidt. His pass to Thonvold deflected and back out of the zone. Turvold up to Becker, over to Schmidt. Was able to direct a shot on net, but that was probably the power Huddy would have liked. Thonvold to Gannon, who shoots. It's kicked wide. Thonvold on it. Now Becker. 10 seconds left on the East penalty. Thonvold throws it behind Becker, and that puck is fired out of the zone. That will be an icing. So with 2 seconds remaining on the Greyhound minor penalty, we'll have one more face-off in the Wildcat offensive zone. All right, with 9 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second period, it's still a 1-1 game. Steinke centers. Here's Gannon. That shot was blocked out front, hit a shin pad. 5-on-5 hockey. East enters the zone, takes a shot. Another wide-angle shot handled easily by Sahovic. Wildcats would be happy to keep as many shots on the perimeter as possible here today. They've done a good job of that so far. East controlled off the draw, but that shot was deflected by Dylan and into the netting, so we'll do it again. Sankey Schmidt, Humling, Gannon, and Dylan up for the Wildcats. Icing waved off. Here's Schmidt, just out of his reach. So the Greyhounds will regroup, but Schmidt intercepts that puck. Schmidt to Gannon, back to Schmidt, who cuts to the net. Huddy's still on it. Back to Gannon, who pinches. Puck kicks out into the slot, into possession of Duluth East. And bouncing puck is chipped into the zone here. Ben Gannon to collect. He fires up to Schmidt, who's had a good a long shift. He was out for most of that power play, and then they kept him out as his line came on next. So Huddy maybe doesn't have much left in the tank on this shift here. Stanky battling. About the and another play that should have been icing. I think is going to result in a Mason Dillon penalty here. East pulls their goalie. Eagan needs to just touch up for possession here, and Priest does. So on a play that debatably could have been an icing call, we've had a number of icings waved off. Mason Dillon's stick got caught up in the skates of a Duluth East forward, and he's going to sit for 2 minutes. So Wildcats are going to have to kill their first penalty of the day. Turbold with Thonvold, Eilertson, and Kreck. East controls off the faceoff. They played out to their point. Shot. Might have been touched by Sahovic, but went high. Out front. Shot on goal, saved Sahovic. Another play out front. Shot deflected. Nice save, Sahovic. Played out to the point again. East has gotten some pucks through. Shot high. That bounced right back over the shoulder of Sahovic. Rebound also goes high. Puck deflected there by Kreck to Turvold, whose clearing attempt hit the East defender. Here's Thonvold, who fanned on a shot. Well, East re-enters his own. Ridden out nicely by Eilertson, up to Turvold, who's able to send it just up to Thonvold. Here's Will Thonvold on a breakaway. Shot. Save. And a dangerous play there as Will Thonvold took a shot and was sent hard into the boards by a Duluth East player. Turvold came by Eilertson, up to Turvold, who's able to send it just up to Thonvold. Here's Will Thonvold on a breakaway. Shot. Save. And a dangerous play there as Will Thonvold took a shot and was sent hard into the boards by a Duluth East player. So referees are discussing what level of penalty to assess here. Again, the important thing, it looks like Will Thonvold's doing okay. So there'll be a penalty to Turvold on the retaliation on the Thonvold hit. The Duluth East coach is getting an explanation here, so I would imagine well, I'm not going to speculate just yet. Yeah, 5-minute penalty was assessed, which will put the, looks like probably coincidental roughings, I'm guessing, on Turvold and an East player. So the play all began with a a Turvold chip out of the zone that found the stick of Will Thonvold, who had a breakaway. And after Will's shot attempt, so the Duluth East player got 5 minutes and the gate. So there's still 52 seconds left on the Dillon minor penalty. And he's joined in the box by Turvold. There are 2 Greyhounds in the box. One which appears to be a coincidental rough with Turvold, and another who's serving the 5-minute major that was assessed. So we've got Priest, Umland, Eilertson, and Kreck. It's 4-on-4 hockey here for about 50 seconds. Umland on a forecheck. Eilertson's shot deflected high in the slot, goes wide. Here's Kreck on a pinch. He's going to be happy just to kill the next 30 seconds here with an aggressive forecheck. But East is going to break this puck out. Well, said that too soon. Logan Umland gets in the way of that breakout pass, and it's stomped out here along the boards. Nice play by Logan Umland. Priest walks into the high slot, takes a deflected shot. Eilertson defends in the neutral zone. Here's Kreck. Back to Eilertson, back to Kreck. He's looking at Umland. Kreck stays on sides. Umland shoots, deflected. Umland with it now. Eagan, the puck is sent out by Umland. We've got a foot race here. So Gannon and Priest battle for it. Priest wins it. And here's Gannon to chip it out. One more chip here from Ben, and it gets deep into the zone. So Eagan is now on a 3-minute and 20-second power play. Eilertson pass intercepted at center, but he intercepts and moves it to Becker, who finds Gannon, who's tied up, and that puck is taken from him and sent down. That's going to be on. Icing was waved off, so Sahovic played it. Here's Dillon behind the net. He moves it up to Thonvold, who finds Becker. Becker skates it in, hits Eilertson. His pass was deflected and shot was blocked, but Carter's able to hold the zone. Down to Thonvold, who finds Becker, back up to Thonvold at the half wall. And his pass to Eilertson was deflected. Sahovic's pass to Eilertson wasn't clean. Looked like a Thonvold got flipped by a knee in the neutral zone as well. All right, so Eagan just looking to gain possession here on a power play. Turvold still in the box on the. He's waiting for a whistle before he's released from his coincidental minor penalty. Thonvold enters. Kreck plays it down to Becker. Up to Thonvold. That looked like it touched the ceiling. So Turvold and one of the East players in the box hop out after that coincidental call. So with 1:41 left on with some speed, Gannon plays back to Thonvold. Over to Gannon, who shoots it. Becker knocked down. Gannon, Becker. Gannon to Turvold, who was in traffic, so he plays back to Thonvold. Thonvold shoots through traffic. Here's Turvold, the rebound. That goes wide, hits the outside of the net. Turvold had an opportunity on the doorstep there, but was deflected off to the side of the net. So 28 seconds left here on the one-man advantage. Here's Stonvold. To Tervold, shot high into the netting. Tervold again from that spot. So disappointing result there for Eagan. Nice play from Stonvold to Tervold. 15 seconds remain on the East penalty. Steinke, Schmidt, Umland with Dylan and Eilertson. Here's Dylan walking in. He finds Schmidt, who shoots it, looking for a rebound. Good shot by Hudson. Into the feet of the goalie, but that was deflected wide. Duluth East is now, nice job to hold there by Dylan with the East player leaving the penalty box. There we go, Cade. Nice body play. That's too many hits, though. So it looks like we're going to have an East power play here. Sahovic scoops it up. So we're going to have an interference penalty on Steinke with 58 seconds remaining in the second period. So we got Eddie and St. Clair with Gannon and Dylan. Puck one back to the East defense. Shot high off the side of the net. East controls behind the net. 40 seconds left here in the second period. Pressure being applied there by Dylan and Eddie. There's a pass across the slot. East player in the slot. Great save by Sahovic. An East player found himself wide open in the slot. But Sahovic read it beautifully and fought it off with his leg pad and covered it up. Here's Eddie on the faceoff. East controls. Centering pass intercepted by St. Clair. Chips it to the line, but not out. 7 seconds remaining. East behind the net. Opportunity canceled out there by Kreck nicely. Who clears, and that's the end of the second period. So an eventful second period. But no goals were scored. So we're going to have 15 more minutes of hockey before this one's decided. Well, maybe 15 more. We'll see. Am I muted? All right, so we're back for what's shaping up to be a very exciting third period here. The battle for the Blue Ox at the Cullen Hockey Center in Moorhead. Eagan Wildcats, Duluth East Greyhounds tied 1-1. There is 55 seconds left on a Cade Steinke interference penalty. Eddie and St. Clair out to kill with Kreck and Eilertson. Here's Levi with a pinch and a shot. Wide angle shot goes wide. Other icing waved off. Kreck reverses behind the net. Good job there by Kreck to buy some time. He finds Eilertson. He's got St. Clair if he can get it to him, but that's intercepted by the Duluth East defender. Pass to the slot, shot. Defended by Eddie nicely. He's got St. Clair. He chips it up to him. Speed, Levi. Just kind of angled towards the net. Under 10 seconds here left on the minor penalty to Steinke, so Eagan is going to be at full strength here in 2 seconds. Intercepted at the line by Eddie. Shot. Save. Here's East entering the zone. Puck chipped out to the center, intercepted by St. Clair, who chips it in, goes for a line change. So we'll have Turvold being joined by Thonvold and Becker here momentarily. Becker intercepts. D-to-D play between Dillon and Gannon. Becker calls it. He made a pass. He called it. He said he had the momentum. Nice play there by Luke. Good communication. Becker goes wide. Puck rolls off his stick. East chips it out. Turned over momentarily by Thonvold. That's offsides. So Thonvold, Turvold, Becker remain on the ice with Kreck and Eilertson. Here's Becker. Chipped in by East. Eilertson first on it. Plays up to Becker, who was able to nudge it out. Kreck intercepts. Plays up to Turvold, who gets it in past the blue line. Eilertson in a bit of a race here, angling off his forechecker. Eilertson chips to Kreck. To move to Turvold, but just out of his reach. Turvold defending in the slot. Puck sent down into the corner. Thonvold to Kreck. That touch netting. I don't know if it actually went out, but the netting comes down below the glass. So that touch netting will get a whistle, get a line change, and have a face-off to the left of Sahovic with 12:09 remaining in the third period. Here's Steinke, Schmidt, and Umland with Dillon and Gannon. Here's Dillon behind the net. Good job controlling the puck there by Mason Dillon, who moves it up to Hudson Schmidt. He takes it wide. Curls back, hits his defense. Coming in second layer to Steinke. Shot! Rebound! I thought for a moment that it snuck under the Duluth East goalie and behind him. We got a one-on-one developing here. And that puck has been sent up into the netting. That netting's been busy today. Lots of shots up there. So another great opportunity. Started with a strong breakout by Mason Dillon. It ended with Cade Steinke getting the puck on the stick in the slot. Made a nice low shot that was stuck underneath the Duluth East goalie momentarily before it was kicked out and cleared. Same five on the ice for the Wildcats. East controls off the draw and dumps it in. Here's Umland on the wall. He's in a battle there with Mason Dillon. Cade Steinke supporting. Steinke with it. He's going to send it around looking for Schmidt. Here's Gannon, absorbs a check. Played up to the Duluth East defense. Shot, tipped, just wide. Dillon tangled up with a East forechecker. Puck now back to the line. Shot, high and wide. Dillon chips it out to Umlin, who gets out of the zone. All right, East regrouping. They're carrying it in. Might have a shot attempt here. Shot, save, Sahovic, rebound. And that got through him. So that rebound came back out into the slot. Again, into the waiting arms of a Duluth East forward, who was able to pound it in. So the Duluth East Greyhounds take a 2-1 lead on the Eagan Wildcats with 10:39 remaining in the third period. Priest with St. Clair and Eddie. Breck and Eilertson. Puck being fought for in the neutral zone. Duluth East controls and sends it in. Here's Breck, Eilertson, Eddie. There's number 9 for East. He cuts to the center, gets a shot. Another rebound. Deflected away by Priest, who is able to clear. Dumped in. Here's Eilertson. Eddie picks it up in the high slot, sends it out to St. Clair, but that play was intercepted and dumped back in. St. Clair out, but out of the reach of Priest. Dumped back into Crack. I was looking for Eddie, but that's also intercepted. 17 dances through the neutral zone. Bumped wide by Crack. Here's Priest to chip it out. We got Eddie. We got a 2-on-1 developing here. We got St. Clair and Eddie. Centered shot. Save off the stick of Levi St. Clair. Nice play by Eddie to find St. Clair in the slot. Gannon chips it back into the zone. That's going to be offside. So a good opportunity there by Levi St. Clair in the slot. Off a good play by Arthur Eddy. We're going to have a center ice face-off with 8:53 remaining in the third period. Becker, Turvold, Thonvold, Dillon, Gannon out for the Wildcats. Turvold wins back to Dillon. Turvold battling at the blue line. Puck in and out, back out again. Turvold controls over to Gannon. Gannon holds. He and the referee team up to hold the zone, but it is chipped out. Here's Mason Dillon. We'll get to the red line, and his dumping attempt was fanned on, but Eagan able to turn it over. Nice hold by Gannon. Shot into the glove hand of the Greyhound goaltender. He'll have a face-off to his left. Looks like Eilertson and Crack will join Becker, Turvold, and Thonvold. Wildcats win the draw. Back to Eilertson. Down behind the net. Turvold to Thonvold. That's when the centering pass was disrupted. Eilertson tried to hold his own, but chipped it in and was offside. So we'll face it off again. Face off won by Turvold. Here's Eilertson to Thonvold. It's Becker, who tried to center it, but that was just behind Thonvold. Nice play, good idea. Eilertson, Breck, Turvold. Back to Eilertson. Here's Becker. Shifts it past East defender over to Turvold, who shoots, save. Turvold again. Centers. Oh, centering pass to Becker, just fired wide. right, puck chipped around behind the net. Played out, here's Crack, who just chips it to Turvold. East player on him. Thonvold picks up the garbage and moves into the zone. Here's Becker to Thonvold. Shot by Thonvold, save, rebound, cleared. Looked like it was covered momentarily. Here's a shot from Eilertson that was blocked. Back to Eilertson. Down to Becker. Eilertson again, who just sends it into the far corner. We got a one-on-one with Turvold supporting. Here's Eilertson defending. Nice job by Carter to keep that player to the outside. Turvold supporting, but it's sent up to Schmidt, who looks for Thonvold, who's been out for a good shift, so Will probably look to get off here if he has an opportunity. Gannon finds Thonvold. He's going in, maybe get that shot off. Here's Steinke, plays up, just fired wide. Schmidt to Gannon, that shot's blocked. Here's Dillon. Steinke backhand, moves it to Dillon. Takes ice, shoots, wide. Gannon shoots, rebound. Steinke almost with a chip-in opportunity. Boy, the Wildcats are applying a lot of pressure right now. Couple of good shifts in a row. Steinke holds, good hustle play by Kate Steinke to hold at the line. Dillon sends it in, but I think Schmidt was maybe just a foot offside. So we'll face it off again. They're taking this face off all the way down. So Steinke, Schmidt, Umland with Dillon and Gannon. Greyhounds control the play off the draw, get a shot from the point. Schmidt plays it out to the line. Bouncing puck through the slot. Gannon behind the net to get it. Steinke supporting. Good physical play by Ben Gannon along the half wall there. He still controls, however. Here's Umland. And Gannon with some speed to Schmidt, who fires it in. Logan Umland on it. He controls. Here's Dillon all by himself. Backhand play up the boards. That's going to get sent back down to Dillon, who's got it behind the net. He centers to Schmidt. He finds Umland, who finds Schmidt again, and they enter the line. Here's Priest. Shot! Just wide. Umland holding. East controls, they ring it around. Breck does nicely to hold his own. Breck again, shot off the leg of Priest, back to Breck. Shot blocked by a stick from a Greyhound forward. And that's an offside. So Priest, St. Clair, and Eddie are your forwards with Dillon and Gannon on defense. Dillon's got it. He lofts it up over the head of everyone. Oof. And that's going to go for an icing. So it's going to come to the left of Sahovic. Eagan down 2-1 with 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Defensive zone draw on the strong side of Jamison Priest. Each player chips it between the legs of Priest, but he had tied up his guy, so no harm came of it. Gannon chips it out to St. Clair. Eddie knocks into the zone. He shoots, blockered away. Rebound comes back out front. Still loose. And covered by the East goaltender. 3:42 remaining in the third period. Eagan down by a goal. Turvold, Becker, Thonvold, Eilertson, Kreck. Turvold plays it between the legs of the east center. Turvold tied up behind the net. Becker supports. Puck sent up to Kreck, who holds. Turvold picks it off the wall. It's in his skates. He plays it down to Becker. Turvold sends it a deflected pass out of the zone. Eilertson collects. Eagan looks to regroup. Chipped up to Becker. Puck rung around, held again nicely by Kreck. Turvold down to Becker. Back to Turvold, who gets a shot to the net. Defended and sent all the way down for an ice. So more pressure from the Wildcats. Just haven't been able to break through this Greyhound goaltender. Turvold, Thonvold, Becker remain on the ice with Kreck and Eilertson. Turvold wins it back to Kreck, and that's out of the zone. Kreck to Eilertson. Back to Kreck. This pass intercepted by an east forward. Turvold. Circles behind his net. Gets it to Becker, who chipped it at the blue line, avoiding icing. East has it here at the near wall, but Becker looks to be the first in on this puck. Becker leaves for Thonvold, whose past Eilertson was tipped out of the zone. 2:15 remaining in the third period. Eilertson to Kreck. Here's Kreck, who sends it up off the glass, and that's an icing. So Eagan does a wholesale line change. Face off to the right of Sahovic. Steinke to take the draw with Schmidt and Umland. Steinke controls off the draw, goes behind his net. Moves to Gannon, who chips out, but his outlet pass is intercepted at the line. Schmidt to Umland, off his skate and dumped back in dangerously on Sahovic. But he's able to control and sends it in the corner. 1:35 left in the period. Puck out to the east line. Glove save Sahovic. Looks like Eagan head coach Derek Porter is signaling for a timeout.
Timeout, Eagan.
So Eagan will have a defensive zone face-off with 1:29 left in the third period, down a goal. I imagine there'll be some signals given to Sahovic as to when to vacate the net and play for the odd man advantage. Eagan's had lots of chances here in the third period, but unable to capitalize thus far. We have a 2-1 lead for the Greyhounds. One goal for the Wildcats came back in the first period. Nate Turvold scored on a rebound goal from Will Thonvold. It'll be Turvold taking the face-off with Thonvold, Becker, Kreck, and Eilertson. Chipped into the corner. Here's Eilertson, supported by Turvold. Lost in the skates of the referee. Eilertson still with it. He sends up to Becker at center ice. Becker protects, finds Stonvold. Stonvold held that zone momentarily. Sahovic has been pulled, so we have a 6-on-5. Cade Steinke came on for the goalie, Christopher Sahovic. Here's Crack, who fires to Turvold, who deflects, and that's going to be an icing. So, no, it's waved off. East takes a shot at the open net. That's going to miss wide, so we'll have an icing and a face-off in the offensive zone.
Carter, you got to push.
So this draw will be on the strong side backhand for Nate Turvold, who's going to maybe look to win it back to Will Stonvold. He does. He moves to Crack, who shoots. That's wide. Eilertson pinches, holds his own. He's got it down to Becker, back to into the slot. Here's Crack, shot. Glove save. A good play off the faceoff. Eagan got a shot. Face-off sent back around. Here's Eilertson on the pinch. He holds momentarily. East has possession. They send it around. Here's Stonvold. Breck holds on the wall. Here's Stonvold. Kicks out to Steinke, but that puck gets out of the zone and is played with a hand pass. So we have 11.7 seconds remaining in the third period, with Eagan needing a goal to force overtime. Going to be something quick here. Going to need to battle. All right, here's Becker. He's in the zone. He leaves for Stonvold, but it's in his skates and sent back down again for an icing. So with 3.6 seconds left, there's going to be another offensive zone faceoff for the Wildcats. They're going to need to So it's either going to be a draw one back to Stonvold for a shot and a rebound, or you'll see Turvold push it forward. Looks like he's going to push it forward here and try to get some traffic to the net. Turvold, puck goes into the corner, and that's going to do it for the game. So the Wildcats gave it a good push, but come up on the short end of a 2-1 victory at the hands of the Duluth East Greyhounds. So the next game today is at 4 o'clock against East Grand Forks. So we will catch you then for some more Wildcat hockey.